Management Associates. This is a Hurricane Francis update. Hurricane Francis became a Category 1 storm at 75 miles per hour yesterday evening while we were on air, period. Today, Hurricane Francis is still a Category 1 storm, but the winds are averaging 95 miles per hour. It has already begun raining over in Louisiana, New Orleans specifically. Everyone needs to understand what is going on. There's already a minimum of 18-inch storm surge on the beaches in that area. I've been monitoring this storm literally all day long. I was up in the middle of the night to check on it as well. This storm is still a very dangerous Category 1 hurricane. I want to emphasize that. This storm is still a very dangerous Category 1 hurricane. I do not believe it will become a Category 2 storm. This is already slamming into New Orleans and southeastern Texas. Everyone in that area had already been notified to evacuate the areas, and voluntary evacuations as well in Texas and Louisiana and over into Mississippi. This storm is very dangerous. I urge everyone to still hunker down now. It's too late to evacuate. Hunker down. Make sure you have the supplies we talked about last night. Make sure you have adequate food, adequate water. Make sure you have the sandbags necessary to protect your homes. Make sure you gather your children together. Do not leave anyone unaccounted for. People unaccounted for end up not making it. Make sure that your family members, your neighbors and friends are accounted for and are safe. Go over to your neighbors right now if you have elderly neighbors and make sure they're going to be taken care of. Do not leave them out. I'm just telling you, don't leave them out. Make sure your elderly friends and relatives are taken care of. Make sure your pets are taken care of. Do not leave your pets outside, like I stated last night. If I ever catch anybody doing that again, I will kick your butts. Promise you. Make sure everybody is taken care of, guys. This is an absolute necessity. Right now, we're giving you this update because it's too late to evacuate. Right now, you need to hunker down. If you have not already protected your windows from any piercing objects, you need to do that now. This hurricane will hit this New Orleans area within the next 4 to 6 hours. You need to be very cognizant about what you're doing and where you're doing it. Do not drive through flooded roadways. Again, do not drive or walk through flooded roadways. And I'm going to tell you this, right now it is about 2 p.m. Eastern Time. By about 2 o'clock Central Time, I believe it will be probably too late to do anything. Right now you have an hour, maybe 2 hours, to get your necessary supplies. I know for a fact that the stores are running low on supplies, both water and food. Make sure you have what you need. Make sure you have what you need. Today and Thursday are going to be home days. You're not going to be able to leave your home today or tomorrow. Stay inside. There's too much debris after the hurricane comes through to go anywhere. Stay inside. Let the power crews restore power. Let the police and fire department and emergency personnel take care of those people who are injured, making sure the property is safe. If you have lost power, do not try to reconnect power yourselves. Let the power companies do their job. Do not, absolutely do not take your cam stoves taking your grills from inside or from outside your house inside your house, because that is a death sentence. Don't do it. We've already talked about supplies. We've already talked about the do's and don'ts. This is strictly an update. Hurricane Francine is a 95-mile-per-hour storm. It could go up to 100 miles per hour, but I do not believe it will get any stronger than that. Take care of yourselves. Again, this is a very deadly storm. Storm waters are going to go inland about 60 miles. Storm waters are going to go inland about 60 miles. There is a storm surge of anywhere from 2 to 5 feet already. 2 to 5 feet already, depending on where you're at. Make sure all your precautions are taken care of within the next hour or two, because after that, you're not going to be able to do that. Does anybody have any questions for me? If you have friends and relatives in this area and you're not, make sure you notify them to take a look at last night's broadcast and today's update. This is an absolute necessity. Again, make sure you have your AM, FM weather radios. Make sure you keep, if you don't have a weather radio, make sure your AM, FM radios and your televisions are tuned to a news talk station, meaning news, weather, and sports. That will be your best bet to make sure you are protected. Does anybody have any questions? Somebody's here saying Trump 2024. I totally agree. Hurricane Heather is here, and I appreciate her presence here on this channel. She says, please fill your buckets, jugs and tubs with non-potable water. Non-potable water. Non-potable water will be used for flushing toilets. It'll be used for washing your hands. Non-potable water is not drinkable. Don't do that. Don't do it. Again, I'm asking anybody with any questions. That's why I came on air to answer any questions right now. Right now, this is not a political chat. That will be another day. Hurricane Heather says non-potable means don't drink or cook with it. Absolutely right. We hope everyone has the sandbags necessary to protect their homes. I agree, Richard. Absolutely true. Hurricane Heather says, I'm here too. You absolutely are. We appreciate you very much. The reason I came on the air right now is to do an update to make sure people are notified of what's happening. Like I said, I've been watching this most of the night and into this morning. I know what is going on. I know what is going on with the police and fire departments. You need to hunker down and make sure you're prepared. Do not make this into a party where you get drunk. Stay away from alcohol. Completely stay away from alcohol. This is not the time to get drunk or party on. Okay? Any questions? So far, I don't have any questions at all. My wife and I are here monitoring our family's stuff and our weather as well. Right now here in North Carolina, we are not going to see any weather from this hurricane or that storm that I showed you that had broken off from the hurricane and gone east. That storm is already over into Florida and over into Georgia. We're not going to see any rain till at least Friday. Here on the upper south part of the United States, we're not going to see any rain until Friday. And even after that, it will be sporadic. Okay, guys, if we don't have any other questions, please be here at 6 p.m. with us tonight with the Emergency Management Associates. We'll give you a full update about what is going on with Hurricane Francine. We'll talk somewhat about the fires in California. I'm going to give you an update about that right now. The fires in California are very bad, Southern California especially. Right now, fires are over in Orange County. Lake Elsinore has fire. Just north of Lake Elsinore, Lakeland Estates is on fire. Riverside is on fire. There isn't anywhere that we don't have fire. And these fires are bearing down on housing communities. It's a very dangerous situation. I probably will say right now that I shouldn't even say probably, I do expect the fires to go into San Diego County as well. They are moving, and they're moving very fast. We have Santa Ana winds in some cases pushing these fires as well. That's not good. That happens at this time every year. All right, I hope you guys have a good day. If there's any updates, we'll be bringing them to you as soon as the information becomes available. I am going to try to talk to Hurricane Heather and see if we can get her on the air later today. Hope you have a good day, guys. Be safe and take care of each other and love each other. We'll talk to you soon. Enjoy. Bye-bye.